The Charge Blade is a fantastic weapon, and here are my top 5 picks for my favorite Charge Blades in Monster Hunter World. Just a reminder, of course, that this is just for the time in which this was released. If they add new weapons in the future, we might have to do an update, and these are just my personal favorites. This is not the law of the land. With that out of the way, let's jump on in. And coming in at number 5, I'm really happy to see this monster in the list, is the Great Jagharus. Great Jagharus has really good attack, 684. He does come with blue sharpness, which is nice, although it's not a whole lot. It has a hidden element of sleep, but we'll probably use this without unlocking that. A level 3 and a level 2 slot, which is awesome because level 2 is that non-elemental boost, which works on this weapon if you don't awaken that sleep, which means that 684 is actually 752. It's a 10% boost, putting it right pretty much square with Nergigante. It is also impact file as well, and what makes this weapon so good, and depending on the decorations you have, and also if you're able to augment this thing can go all the way up to, personally, I think my top 3. Because it could do 3 augmentations, and you've got those great slots that you can play with, but of course you do need decorations to do that. Coming in at number 4, you guys know I love poison weapons. This is the Dear Hecate. They have some really weird names for these. This is the Rathian / Pink Rathian Final 1, so it's actually very easy to make. It's got good top class attack, 684, blue sharpness, 330 poison, making this a fine weapon no matter who you're up against, and 2 level 2 slots. Now, we just saw that the level 2 and level 3 on the Jagharus, the Charge Blade doesn't really have any armor skill dependencies, so the more slots you have, the more powerful it can be. And this thing can do 2 augmentations and has impact file. Wow. Coming in at a close number 3 is Jeeva. This has 648 attack, white out of the box, but you will want to use this with like Handicraft +3. If you make the charm though and you upgrade it, then you can just do that and not worry about your armor. 15% affinity is always nice, the dragon element is helpful. Low Elder Seal, 2 level 3 slots, and impact file. It can be augmented once, so this is just an all-around really good weapon. Personally though, I wish that they would have been a little bit more creative with its design. Number 2 has to go to Nergigante, which is just the ultimate all-arounder weapon for pretty much almost all the weapon classes. 756 attack is very high with impact file, can augment it once. Under 50 dragon, high Elder Cecil is good against all the Elder Dragons, and it does come with a level 1 slot, which is not that good. But it really wins number 2 slot, and this is, again, true for most of the weapons because of that sharpness. Charge Blade does hit often, so it does run out of sharpness fast, so having that much blue, it's almost too good to be true. And it also has a very nice visual design. And coming in at number 1, hands down, is Diablos. This thing is 828 attack, which is insane. And remember, the impact file types go off of your base raw attack, so this thing will dish out more power on the super amped elemental discharge than any of the other weapons. It does have minus 30% affinity, but that's kind of like who cares when it comes to impact files. It has element on awaken, which means you could use the non-elemental boost with this weapon and give it an additional 10%. Add that to the attack power, that is just sick. It does come with a plus 15 defense bonus, and if you use handicraft you can sneak it up to white, which is an additional 10% damage over blue, and with all that attack power, that is just crazy. This thing hands down will just kill stuff so fast, it's just ridiculous. Oh, and it can be augmented twice. And now 2 honorable mentions. That's right, I couldn't make just one. First one has to go to Zora Magdaros. It has a really nice design. It's one of the only blast weapons for Charge Blade, which you know I love. 756 attack is very good. Minus 10% affinity, 210 blast is great. Defense bonus, impact file. Long green sharpness. The reason why this is actually kind of useful is that because of the new charge sword mode, which you can see in my tutorial, it does give your sword mode mind's eye, meaning that you won't bounce off. So there is a way to sort of use this thing and do out a good amount of damage. And also the Odogaron, yes that's right, Odogaron, wrong, I can't say it how you guys want me to say it, I'm sorry. The Odogaron Charge Blade is amazing. 576 attack is low. Although it does come with natural white sharpness, meaning that you're going to be able to dish out a lot of damage, it does mean that those impact files are not going to come anywhere close to the damage that you're going to get on something like the Diablos one. If you're like me, however, I really don't spam that finisher anyways, so it doesn't really matter to me. It comes with 25% affinity, and the element is hidden, which means you can also use this with the non-elemental boost to raise it by 10% attack power. This weapon is really for those crit builds, so if you want to pump all your armor and all your skills into critical boost and crit, you could easily hit 100% crit on almost all your attacks using this weapon. And finally, look at that design. Why couldn't they have put this much effort into all the weapons? I don't know, but this thing looks hot. And that's that. One quick note here, I didn't include any of the elemental ones, even though they are going to get a boost in spring update, but of course the Rassalos, Duratotus, Valhazak, Kushala, and Toby are all the great choices for those final ones. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any other charge blades you like and why, and check out my charge blade tutorial if you haven't already. Hope you enjoyed this video, hit that like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, happy hunting.